the seven of us are attempting is we lose the bridge forever. I speculate that no one calculated the formation of the island, that interdimension. The lengthy precautions worked. The theorem was a success. Us. Thus this hasty and primitive recording, and why now I find myself looped. Activate the beacon at precisely the moment this timer reaches nothing. The 0 point must be contained once more. If they are correct, it will be the end. They are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or we lose the bridge forever. I speculate that no one calculated the formation of the island, that interdimensional matter collisions would resolve rather than push. Now that I witnessed it firsthand, it's obvious that pinching alone made it inevitable. When I hear this again, will it help me remember? Or once looped, will I be just as muted as the others? What the seven of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or we lose the bridge forever. I speculate that no one calculated the formation of the island, that interdimensional matter collisions would resolve rather than push. Now that I witnessed it firsthand, it's obvious that pinching alone made it inevitable. When I hear this again, will it help me remember? Or once looped, will I be just as muted as the others? No matter, it seems the lengthy precautions worked. The theorem was a success. You arrived outside the loop at the exact moment of expansion. Time to create the but the only way to trigger the device was from within the loop itself. Thus this hasty and primitive recording, and why now I find myself looped. Activate the beacon at precisely the moment this timer reaches nothing. The 0 point must be contained once more. If they are correct, it will be the end. the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or we lose the bridge forever. I speculate that no one calculated the formation of the island, that interdimensional matter collisions would resolve rather than push. Now that I witnessed it firsthand, it's obvious that pinching alone made it inevitable. When I hear this again, will it help me remember? Or once looped, will I be just as muted as the others? No matter, it seems the lengthy precautions warrant. But the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or we lose the bridge forever. But the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or we lose the bridge forever. I speculate that no one calculated the formation of the island, that interdimensional matter collisions would resolve rather than push. Now that I witnessed it firsthand, it's obvious that pinching alone made it inevitable. When I hear this again, will it help me remember? Or once looped, will I be just as muted as the others? No matter, it seems the lengthy precautions warrant. The theorem was a success. You arrived outside the loop at the exact moment of expansion. This effectively paused the singularity, giving us time to create the devices needed to synchronize the junction. What I didn't factor was that the only way to trigger the device was from within the loop itself. Thus, this hasty and primitive recording. And why not you? I find myself looped. Activate the beacon at precisely the moment this timer reaches nothing. The 0 point must be contained once more. If they are correct, it will be the end. But the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or matter collisions would resolve rather than push. Now that I witnessed it firsthand, it's obvious that pinching alone made it inevitable. When I hear this again, will it help me remember? Or once looped, will I be just as muted as the others? No matter, it seems the lengthy precautions warrant. The theorem was a success. You arrived outside the loop at the exact moment of expansion. This effectively paused the singularity, giving us time to create the devices needed to synchronize the junction. What I didn't factor was that the only way to trigger the device was from within the loop itself. Thus, this hasty and primitive recording. And why not you? I find myself looped. Activate the beacon at precisely the moment this timer reaches nothing. The 0 point must be contained once more. If they are correct, it will be the end.
He's talking about himself. This guy. If are the white version of him.
What the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or we lose the bridge forever. I speculate that no one calculated the formation of the island, that interdimensional matter collisions would resolve rather than push. Now that I witnessed it firsthand, it's obvious that pinching alone made it inevitable. When I hear this again, will it help me remember? Or once looped, will I be just as muted as the others? No matter, it seems the lengthy precautions warrant it. The theorem was a success. You arrived outside the loop at the exact moment of expansion. This effectively paused the singularity, giving us time to create the devices needed to synchronize the junction. What I didn't factor was that the only way to trigger the device was from within the loop itself. Thus this hasty and primitive recording. And why not I find myself looped. Activate the beacon at precisely the moment this timer reaches nothing. The 0 point must be contained once more. If they are correct, it will be the end.
But what the? What the? Wait, can you? Oh my goodness. Now this is awesome. Imagine just like going here and running around, just watching the rocket just go shooting out of here from this angle. Oh, that would be awesome. And you'd be like so seeing like the blast. Well, then again, being like right here be more perfect. But anyway, not.
What the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. But the 7 of us are attempting. But the 7 of us are attempting. But the 7 of us are attempting. But the 7 of us are. But the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. But the 7 of us are attempting. 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 But the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. But the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. But the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. But the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or we lose the bridge forever. I speculate that no one calculated the formation of the island, that interdimensional matter collisions would resolve rather than push. Now that I witnessed it firsthand, it's obvious that pinching alone made it inevitable. When I hear this again, will it help me remember? Or once looped, will I be just as muted as the others? No matter, it seems the lengthy precautions warrant it. Outside the loop at the exact moment of expansion, this effectively paused the singularity, giving us time to create the devices needed to synchronize the junction. What I didn't factor was that the only way to trigger the device was from within the loop itself. Thus this hasty and primitive recording. And why not
So it does have a length. this thing. But, anyways, what he is saying is that to himself, basically, the new guy that I have equipped on right now. I'm just gonna quickly go back to the hideout place that he has built right here and play it again, but yeah.
What the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or we lose the bridge forever.
The suspicion that he said right there, though, is talking about us.
Rather than push. Now that I witnessed it firsthand, it's obvious that pinching alone made it inevitable. When I hear this again, will it help me remember? Or once looped, will I be just as muted as the others? No matter, it seems the lengthy precautions warrant. The theorem was a success. You arrived outside the loop at the exact moment of expansion. This effectively paused the singularity, giving us time to create the devices needed to synchronize the function. What I didn't factor is that the only way to trigger the device was from within the loop itself. Thus, this hasty and primitive recording. And why not you? I find myself looped. Activate the beacon at precisely the moment this timer reaches nothing. The 0 point must be contained once more. If they are correct, it will be the end.
So basically, he's talking to himself, okay? But a different version of himself. He knows that he basically won't be alive, so that's why. So he's dead. So, yeah. Anyways, the reason is he found out that there's actually something's going on. Of course, that is obvious right here. We have this thing and that thing over there, but the island that he was talking about is Kevin the Cube right there. I wonder how far does this even travel? Will it actually make it all the way? No, it don't. Dang. That's far though. But still.
What the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or we lose the bridge forever. I speculate that no one calculated the formation of the island, that interdimensional matter collisions would resolve rather than push. Now that I witnessed it firsthand, it's obvious that pinching alone made it inevitable. When I hear this again, will it help me remember? Or once looped, will I be just as muted as the others? No matter, it seems the lengthy precautions warrant. The theorem was a success. You arrived outside the loop at the exact moment of expansion. This effectively paused the singularity, giving us time to create the devices needed to synchronize the junction. What I didn't factor is that the only way to trigger the device was from within the loop itself. Thus, this hasty and deliberate recording. And why not you? I find myself looped. Activate the beacon at precisely the moment this timer reaches nothing. The 0 point must be contained once more. If they are correct, it will be the end.
Anyways, though, when he was talking about the loop, he don't know if he will remember. That's the part. But, anyways, he might be, like, muted, like us, as in, like, don't know the information or not, and everything like that. Because everything can change, like this, so, like we see right now, and yeah, so, a lot of stuff changed, as you can see. I mean, even his, like, evil twin came, I mean, like, you could see a corrupted version of him. But he left a message for his evil twin to see, so. But in a way, not a good message. So, yeah, sadly. Because to become the end, that's where, therefore, the end. Anyways. Okay, that thing right here is annoying me, but I don't really want to search it because, yeah, I'll disable it. So yeah.
They are not the only ones watching, but it must be done, or we lose the bridge forever.
But the bridge
no one calculated the formation
part,
of
though.
the island, that interdimensional matter collisions would resolve rather than push. Now that I witnessed it firsthand, it's obvious that pinching alone made it inevitable. When I hear this again, will it help me remember? Or once looped, will I be just as muted as the others? No matter, it seems a lengthy, precautious work. The theorem was a success. You arrived outside the loop at the exact moment of expansion. This effectively paused the singularity, giving us time to create the devices needed to synchronize the junction. What I didn't factor was that the only way to trigger the device was from within the loop itself. Thus this hasty and primitive recording. And why not you? I find myself looped. Activate the beacon at precisely the moment this timer reaches nothing. The 0 point must be contained once more. If they are correct, it will be the end.
Right there, though, he's saying the bridge, though, to it, though, is obviously right there, but, oh, shoot, almost died right there. Oh my goodness. I'm glad that the tree was right there to save me.
What the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or we lose the bridge forever. I speculate that no one calculated the formation of the island, that interdimensional matter collisions would resolve rather than push. Now that I witnessed it firsthand,
Right there, though, he is saying that the interdimensional, as in what we have going on here, different, like, people from different worlds are coming. Like, let's just say Earth 2, Earth 3, like, just on, like, the Flash show, if you know the Flash. I mean, like, that's a TV show. I mean, I'm a fan of the Flash. I watch the Flash. I mean, that's a different world. I mean, like, from, like, time remnants, when they just run so fast and then they create a time remnant. I mean, they just look like each other, but they're not. In a way. And they're different. It's kind of like that, but they're still different and from a different place still. So, yeah. And, yeah, but they never thought about that.
what the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or we lose the bridge forever. I speculate that no one calculated the formation of the island, that interdimensional matter collisions would resolve rather than push. Now that I witnessed it firsthand.
And first of all, I know I'm going like all over everything, crazy, all other ones and everything, but the interdimensional collision, look at this. This is one of them. It's kind of like that. Look, that's gonna hit. Boom. It's kind of like that. But only that's gonna actually hit this. Like normal. Therefore, the rocket is made. Better get the job done.
What the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or we lose the bridge forever. I speculate that no one calculated the formation of the island, that interdimensional matter collisions would resolve rather than push. Now that I witnessed it firsthand, it's obvious that pinching alone made it inevitable. When I hear this again, will it help me remember? Or once looped, will I be just as muted as the others? No matter, it seems the lengthy precautions warrant. The theorem was a success. You arrived outside the loop at the exact moment of expansion. This effectively paused the singularity, giving us time to create the devices needed to synchronize the junction. What I didn't factor was that the only way to trigger the device was from within the loop itself. Thus this hasty and primitive reporting. And why not you, I find myself looped. Activate the beacon at precisely the moment this timer reaches nothing. The 0 point must be contained once more. If they are correct, it will be the end.
By the way, we have a bad guy and a good guy though, but still, he's like kind of dead, but in a loop, going in a loop in like the rift. So, in a way he's not dead, but in a way he is. So yeah, that's what it's basically saying, right there. He's stuck in a loop, a time loop. And it keeps going around and around and around. But he can, this can all stop if this happens and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just weird. And yeah, I mean, this whole entire season has been kind of crazy. I mean, like, yeah, but yeah.
What the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect that they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or we lose the bridge forever. I speculate that no one calculated the formation of the island, that interdimensional matter collisions would resolve rather than push. Now that I witnessed it firsthand, it's obvious that pinching alone made it inevitable. When I hear this again,
This is inevitable.
or once looped, will I be just as muted as the others? No matter, it seems the lengthy precautions warrant. The theorem was a success. You arrived outside the loop at the exact moment of expansion. This effectively paused the singularity, giving us time to create the devices needed to synchronize the junction. What I didn't factor was that the only way to trigger the device was from within the loop itself. thus this hasty and primitive recording, and while my view, I find myself looped. Activate the beacon, correct. It will be the end.
But we all know that this is going to be a good one. And we obviously know that the Polar Peak Monster's bones will be poofing away in this event, well, actually during the event. So, and we all know that Kevin the Cube will definitely play in this event. At least play a part in this event, I should say. Even the meteor and the rocket. But the main thing is that what he's saying here is the true thing is, like, the true threat is basically, well, time. But in a way, well, basically the meteor, and the real threat, the true real threat is Kevin. Basically, in a way, but he just wants to get out of the time loop, and basically he just has to actually supposedly do this to get out of that. Supposedly, it's kind of like that. But if you actually go into the game's files, you could actually see that is where it's gonna, this rocket launching will be set off to and gonna hit, and what its target is. And to be honest, oof, it's gonna be a nice target. I can't wait to see it. And we already know what Kevin will be doing. Even in the game's files, it actually shows what it's gonna be looking like too. And it actually leaks it in the very beginning. But yeah, I mean, like, if you come over here, he kinda gives a hint about
what the 7 of us are attempting is very
the
risky.
formation of it.
I suspect they are not
Why
the only
didn't
ones
they
watching,
do
but
that,
it
though?
must be done, or we lose the bridge forever.
Hold up. I want to quickly show you. This Kevin the Cube's island. They didn't want to. I don't know why, but they just didn't care. They didn't really care and think about the very high risks of that threat. You know, that's a very big danger, but nope. They didn't really care.
What the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done, or we lose the bridge forever. I speculate that no one calculated the formation of the island, that interdimensional matter collisions would resolve rather than push. Now that I witnessed it firsthand, it's obvious that pinching alone made it inevitable. When I hear this again, will it help me remember? Or once looped, will I be just as muted as the others? No matter, it seems the lengthy precautions warrant it. The theorem was a success. You arrived outside the loop at the exact moment of expansion. This effectively paused the singularity, giving us time to create the devices needed to synchronize the junction. What I didn't factor was that the only way to trigger the device was from within the loop itself. Thus this hasty and primitive recording. And while my view, I find myself looped. Activate the beacon at precisely the moment this timer reaches nothing. The 0 point must be contained once more. If they are correct, it will be the end.
But that is kind of interesting when he just says, like, in the singularity, but, no, not the singularity, like the robot thing, but, when he actually says that, he's meaning all the science-y stuff. But, I'm not a big fan of science, but, yeah. Anyways, as he was in here, and his teammates, of course, but they were just thinking, well, actually, to be honest, it's not here anymore, but they're actually right here thinking of what to actually do in this type of... Hi. Hello there. But in this type of situation. But okay, I don't care if it actually... Okay, I actually didn't. Okay, will it actually do that? If I open this, because that actually bugs me. Okay, actually, it didn't. Wow. Yay. But see, you can see that it don't show the map. For a reason. But, yeah. I'm gonna show you some quick locations. Shush. And this, okay, this kind of looks like his head. At least his helmet. But I think this is his pod, to be honest. I don't know. But, I mean, you can kind of see the symbol. See? Yeah. But in a way, it's not his symbol. But still. And you can see the symbol. The target symbol. Right there. And that one for the showing for the very, 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 very disturbing people that you don't want to have around you. But we're gonna go over here quick. It might take it away, probably it will. But you can see there is pitch black in the cube. Oh my goodness, yeah. Going a little bit up more. You can see there's a little plate. It's like a little weird textured plate. Like unfinished piece. On top of Kevin the Cube. Right here. And then on top of that is the island. But yeah, I mean, what could this be? Do you think it's the event? It might be. Because it is. It has to do something with the event. That I know. see a lot of texture. But, we'll leave you alone, Kevin. The cube. Okay. Let's go over here. This guy right here. Okay, what? Was that just me, or was he covered in more moss? Yeah, see, do you see that? He's covered in more moss. Is that just me, or is he covered in more moss? Like, right there. And like, right there. I don't know. It might be just me. Yeah, it's just me. Anyways, what? The bones won't be here anyways, but the thing is though, you know, this stuff that we've been wondering about right there, the pink-ish, purplish like stuff, the disease like stuff, that will still be here, but it will just be like open plain ground like stuff. So basically you'll be like a sitting duck, like out in the open. Even the sword will be gone. This sword right here. By the way, singularity right here is in the robot. But I don't know what that's supposed to be. That's the part we don't know. But in a way, you could see in the picture of it, the leaked picture in the game's files, you could see a little bit of it, but I mean, you could actually see a lot of it, but I mean, like, it's not like it really shows that much. I mean, you can definitely tell it actually did a lot and expanded. But yeah. Wow. Anyways, whip. Anyways, back to this.
What the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they that interdimensional matter collisions would resolve rather than push. Now that I witnessed it firsthand, it's obvious that pinch. What the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or we lose the bridge forever. I speculate that no one calculated the formation of the island, that interdimensional matter collisions would resolve rather than push. Now that I witnessed it firsthand, it's obvious that pinching alone made it inevitable. When I hear this again, will it help me remember? Or once looped, will I be just as muted as the others. No matter, it seems the lengthy precautions warrant. The theorem was a success. You arrived outside the loop at the exact moment of expansion. This effectively paused the singularity, giving us time to create the devices needed to synchronize the junction. What I didn't factor was that the only way to trigger the device was from within the loop itself. Thus this hasty and primitive recording. And why might you, I, find myself looped. Activate the beacon at precisely the moment this timer reaches nothing. The 0 point must be contained once more. What the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or we lose the bridge forever. I speculate that no one calculated the... device was from within the loop itself.
I'm curious as of what is in this llama. Oh, not that much.
What the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or we lose the bridge forever. I speculate that no one calculated the formation of the island, that interdimensional matter collisions would resolve rather than push. Now that I witnessed it firsthand, it's obvious that pinching alone made it inevitable. When I hear this again, the 7 of us are attempting is very risky. I suspect they are not the only ones watching, but it must be done or we lose the bridge forever. I speculate that no one calculated the formation of the island, that interdimensional matter collisions would resolve rather than push. Now that I witnessed it firsthand, it's obvious that pinching alone made it inevitable. When I hear this again, will it help me remember? Or once looped, will I be just as muted as the others? No matter, it seems the lengthy precautions warrant. The theorem was a success. You arrived outside the loop at the exact moment of expansion. This effectively paused the singularity, giving us time to create the devices needed to synchronize the junction. What I didn't factor was that the only way to trigger the device was from within the loop itself. Thus, this hasty and primitive recording.
Anyways, his theory that we can't hear, yeah. He was talking about it. It's like, yeah. And that's about it. And I'll see you in the next one, by the way. Because there's not that much to talk about anymore. Because, yeah. Because that's all. See you in the next one. Peace out. And, by the way, we will be continuing this. Like, these types. But we'll still do some other ones too. But yeah. Sometime. Sometime. In the future.